Hello, everybody, and welcome to Season 4, Episode 15 of the Everything About Everything Sports Podcast.
You guys talk about sticks and balls.
Oh boy, we got a fucking episode for you people. We'll start off with the easy shit first.
Let's do baseball and Hochi to start off with.
Let's get this out of the way now. Pistons are still on a fucking roll.
Oh yeah, yeah. Somebody I saw a post on Instagram that was like, Kate Cunningham plays basketball the way J. Cole raps. And I was like, that's the coolest and wildest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Bro,
That's-
fuck.
Yeah.
They absolutely obliterated the Hawks last night.
oh yeah,
They fucked them up.
I don't think they had Trae Young. I don't keep up with like who's on what team until like I find out.
Well, they still have Trae Young.
Do they? I don't think they played though.
Either way, they still fucked them up.
Oh yeah, they still fucked him up. I'm not the biggest Trae Young fan anyway. I don't really like him to be honest with you. But
Well, damn. Okay.
no, I think he got way too cocky, way too fast.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. That's
and
a valid.
Kate Cunningham and the Pistons went out there and fucking pantsed the Hawks.
Yeah. Michigan plays tonight. They play Maryland tonight.
They do. Should be an easy dub.
I kind of actually want to watch that game.
I'm predicting that I will be number 5, the 5th 100-point game in a row for Michigan.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
number 5 in a row.
The way you said it made it sound like 500 points in one game. No, yeah. I might actually watch that game tonight, depending on what I'm doing. It starts at 7, so.
You also have Boise State and Washington playing tonight.
Baseball.
No, football.
Oh.
I think it's the first bowl game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because bowl games are happening right now, or at least they will start happening very soon, if not today.
Yeah, tonight is the first one.
Oh.
Washington versus Boise State, yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay. All right. Sorry. Now.
But yeah, baseball. So we have around the league, there are a couple teams that have definitely wanted to, or have tried to make some moves. You have the Orioles and the Mets. So the Orioles and the Mets have been in the news because they have lost players and gained players at the same time. Obviously, Edwin Diaz has signed with the Dodgers. They have gained Jorge Polanco from the Seattle Mariners as of today. Agreed to a 2-year deal with the Mets. So he's probably going to be their new second baseman, their new DH. In larger news, Pete Alonso, former Mets first baseman, has agreed to a 5-year deal with the Baltimore Orioles.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to be there. That should ignite that Orioles offense a lot more, but the big thing that the Orioles needed was pitching. So if they can get some more pitching, or if they can have a couple guys come back from injury, and like a few guys perform better, they could be a contending team in the AL East, which that'd be pretty exciting. Let's see, what else do I have here? You have Dustin May signed with the Arizona Cardinals, or the St. Louis Cardinals, excuse me. And then Tyler Rogers signed with the Toronto Blue Jays, amongst other teams, or amongst other moves. Those are just a couple that I had saved here. Now for the Tigers moves. So the Tigers have traded right-handed pitcher Chase Lee to the Toronto Blue Jays for a prospect left-handed pitcher Johan Simon, per Ken Rosenthal. Chase Lee played a few games last year for the Tigers, had a good, I want to say, 2 or 3 first appearances, but towards the end of the year he really didn't get a whole lot of time. In this pitching prospect, he's a left-handed pitcher, supposed to be a decently touted prospect. The Tigers have lost Akil Baddoo to Milwaukee Brewers. He signed on a major league deal.
Baddoo!
So, but yeah, Baddoo is gone. Baddoo didn't really see a whole lot of time in the majors last year. He was a pretty good player for the Mud Hens, though. But it says he signed to a major league contract. So
He gonna be in the majors.
he's gonna be in the show, which is pretty cool. You like to see him. I was always a fan of Akil Baddoo when he was here. He always put everything into the game. So
obviously I know him from the Tigers, but why his Baddoo is like fun to me is I would always walk in the house when a game is coming on, or I would be in the other room if I wasn't watching the game, And all of a sudden, I would hear my grandma in the chair go, "Badoo, badoo, badoo," if he ever did something good.
Yeah, he did have a few pretty good moments with the Tigers. In other news, we signed Kyle Finnegan to a 2-year, $19 million deal. Oh boy, that could be either a lot of money for a not so good player, or it could even out. $19 million is a lot of money for a relief pitcher. And then we also agreed to a 1-year deal with right-handed pitcher Kenley Jansen.
I almost got again.
Nice. Yeah, Kenley Jansen is on the Tigers now, which is... I did see that as well.
We'll talk about that here in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll talk. That's going to be probably a bulk of our show.
That would take 2 hours of the show.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much all I got for baseball. Kenley Jansen. Kenley Jansen, he's a veteran right-handed pitcher coming out of the bullpen. Played with the Dodgers, played with the LA Angels. So he's been around the league for a while. Definitely knows his stuff. So I'm excited to see what he can bring to the Tigers, to that bullpen. In other news, in Hochi news, Hochi, we have the Red Wings ended up beating the Calgary Flames the other night. A little bit of a nail biter. Red Wings went up with a commanding 4-0 lead, and then gave up 3 goals in the third period to win 4-3.
Nice.
Yeah, a very close one there.
We lost to the Oilers.
We did lose to the Oilers. I mean, what are you gonna do? Oh, I do have one more thing for baseball. So, there have been, obviously, with a lot of teams making moves and things like that, and with a big question mark looming over the head of Tariq Skubal. There is one thing that I saw on Instagram today. This is from Clutch Points MLB on Instagram. It says here, Skubal to the Mets and Skeens to the Tigers, question mark.
What?
It's just speculation. Nothing is confirmed, but there are talks that the Pirates may they have 2 roads they can go down. They can either go down the trade Skeens and get a bunch of prospects back and build up the team with all these prospects that they have, or keep Skeens and build the team around him. Why you wouldn't want to go with that second option, I have no fucking idea.
It's the Pirates.
It is the Pirates, but the Pirates are turning over a new leaf, because earlier this year it was announced that they offered Kyle Schwarber a huge contract. Obviously, he didn't take it. He re-signed with the Philadelphia Phillies, but they at least put themselves out there. And where was this post? Here we go. So it says, Skubal to the Mets. Picture Skubal mowing hitters down in Queens while Soto launches moonshots. That is something that the Mets could look forward to, because it seemed like one of the things that the Mets really had a problem with was holding leads and having run support. So like what they would do is, they would have a pitcher go in there and not have the best game, and he would give up 4 or 5 runs, and then the Mets would only be able to put up maybe 1 or 2 runs, and then the opposite would happen. They would put up 7 runs, and then they would give 9 runs up.
Yeah.
And then they would end up losing that game. Or they would put up 7 runs in the first half of the game, and then in the 7th, 8th, 9th innings, they would give up that lead and then end up losing the game. That's in large part what happened, or what allowed them to lose so many games in the last maybe quarter of the year and force themselves out of a playoff spot.
Yeah.
So if you bring an ace in like Skubal, I'll address what I was going to say here in a second. But if you bring in an ace like Skubal, it definitely could boost your pitching staff, and it could move the Mets back into a playoff.
It's going to get New York saying, "Let's go match."
But will they want to do that? Because you just lost Pete Alonso. Francisco Lindor has been rumored to be moved. You have some other guys that are up and coming, so it would make sense that you would want to get them, veteran guys around them. Like this Nolan McLean kid. If this Nolan McLean guy and Tariq Skubal can be on the Mets at the same time, that could be a powerhouse. And then Skeens to the Tigers. Just bringing in a newer, a younger, arguably more lethal Tariq Skubal, but a righty version.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like that bad of an idea, but at the same time, why get rid of Skubal and bring in Skeens? If you're going to bring in Skeens, keep Skubal. Because if you bring in Skeens, Skubal could be like, hey, they actually getting me a number 2 guy to sit behind me. We have both Cy Young winners. I'm going to re-sign here. Maybe, we can see what we can do. I'll sign a 3-year deal.
You can keep on talking. I'm going to see what the fuck this is.
It sounds like a hammer. Fucking
that's a smart idea.
Right, yeah, it's 25 degrees outside?
You know what they're doing?
What?
This is an unrelated note. Our neighbors are fucking idiots. Whoever it is taking a hammer to the ice on their steps.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know what the hell ice melt is?
We are in a trailer park.
That is fair. But yeah, I mean, if you're gonna bring in Skeens, why don't you just keep Skubal? Because if you bring in Skeens, they'll say to Skubal, hey, they're gonna actually commit and commit to winning and signing free agents.
You're gonna have to pay both of them big money, and that's not the Tigers' MO.
No, but the Tigers are they're no stranger to paying people big money.
Well, yeah.
We've done that before. We've had, big money players, Prince Fielder, Miguel Cabrera, Verlander, Scherzer, all those dudes on the same team at one point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I could definitely see the the novelty behind wanting to get Skeens. I don't think it's gonna happen though. Like I said, I think the Pirates.
I don't think it'll happen, but I would be over the moon if we got him.
Oh my god, yeah, I would be stoked.
Especially because it's like that dude only cares about throwing a baseball hard as hell.
Yeah,
he doesn't even care about his hot ass girlfriend as much as he cares about a fucking ball, dude.
No, yeah. I mean, ball is life.
Ball is life.
So, yeah.
She literally asked what his favorite thing was about her. He smiled, gave her the wink, and she knew that he couldn't say it. Yeah. Other than that, it's like he just fucking throws that thing.
What's your favorite thing in the world? Baseball? Not me? No. Just an immediate no.
Right after. Yeah. What's your favorite thing about me? Do we have to say it on camera?
Do I have to say it on camera?
You can do the splits on that thing.
It's your personality. It's your personality. Ah, yes. My personality.
It's because I can fucking twist you into a pretzel and not have to think twice.
Dude. Yeah.
He's also 6'7". Don't you fucking dare. I see you fucking trying.
He is also not 6'7". He's 6'5". Aaron Judge is 6'7".
I thought Judge was 6'8".
No, Aaron Judge is 6'7". 6'7".
Fuck you. Never mind, I was wrong. I'm searching this up, alright. 6'6".
Oh, well, I mean, they could maybe round up. But, because if you look at Skeens next to Judge, it's a...
But Judge is also a fat guy for that.
No, he's not. Judge is freaking jacked.
Yeah, but he has, he literally looks like a fucking barrel,
Well, yeah. But
not in a bad way, but Aaron Judge has more of a barrel-shaped body.
Yeah, because the dude's 300 pounds pure muscle.
I get it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's fat, but I'm just saying Skeens doesn't have that type of build.
No.
So
he's not
Judge
a small dude.
Yeah, but it's the same thing with Cam Newton. Cam Newton isn't the tallest quarterback ever, but just his frame is fucking enormous because he has all that muscle too.
Cam Newton is pretty tall though to begin with.
He's 6'5".
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's not the tallest person ever, but he looks bigger than linemen that are the same size as him, based purely off of muscle. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but
it is.
If you see if you see Judge standing next to Skeens, Judge looks like he's 6 inches taller than him.
Yeah.
Which
I get it.
he's obviously not, but like that's also a part of like the MLB kind of undercutting Judge, because I think Judge is taller than 6'7". I think Judge is more like 6'8",
Yeah.
probably like 6'8.5", and then Skeens is like, with a lot of players they tend to round up, because you'll see like a like I think they had Miguel Cabrera when he was playing listed at like 6'3". That dude is not 6'3". That dude's taller than I am.
Oh.
So yeah, I think he was more like 6'4", 6'5".
Well, then they round down then.
No, they would. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like they would like undercut players, or they would like just get the fucking measurement wrong. Because you would see dudes like who was the one guy? Fuck, he plays this year. Damn it, I can't remember his name. He's an outfielder and he's really tall. Not Aaron Judge.
Crimson Chin.
The Crimson Chin. No, fuck, I can't remember his name. Fuck, it's gonna bug me. Damn it, I can't even remember what. Jarren Duran. They listed I was playing MLB The Show, and they listed Jarren Duran at I think 5'11", and it's like, dude, like, the guy is not 5'11". Like, just look at him.
He's smaller?
No, he's way bigger.
Oh.
He's like 6'3".
Oh.
Yeah, like, I mean, I guess like it is a little bit contorted for me because I'm like, you know, in between 6'4" and 6'5", so I see a dude who's like 6'3", and I'm like, oh, that dude's like, you know, he's pretty, and you're like, okay, I can see the difference. So a dude who's supposed to be 6'3", listed as 6'3", who's listed as 5'11", you're like, no.
Well, yeah,
You know?
anybody could tell that.
Right, yeah, but that is true. But like, I mean, me being like
When you see
on that
me,
side of the spectrum,
yeah, when you
Yeah.
see me, you're like,
around 6 foot.
there's really no difference between 5'11" and 6 foot. Yeah, shut up.
You tell a girl I'm 5'11", and they're gonna be like, oh, okay. You tell a girl I'm 6 foot.
They pull out the tape measure. It's a whole deal.
Yeah. But,
Then
I
they
don't know
go,
what I
let me
thought
see
about
the bank account. And I'm like, fuck you.
yeah. But yeah, I think that's all I got for baseball today. Oh, and I have one more thing for the Olympics concerning hockey. I'm going to show you. I don't know if we'd be really able to. Well, not that we wouldn't be able to show it, but that, you know, like, we don't have it pulled up like on the screen.
Yeah.
That's what the Olympic hockey rink looks like. And the games are basically 2 months away.
Where are they doing this?
In Milan, Italy.
Going to be a lot of fun.
You have pretty much, obviously, since you guys can't see the picture. Oh, it's Hutch. You guys can't see the picture, obviously, but the stadium for the Olympic hockey events or the Olympic rink, I should say. I think they do figure skating and stuff like that on the same rink. It could be wrong. It's like less than halfway done, and it's 2 months out. 75 days to be exact. 74 technically, because this is 1 day ago.
So they don't have that much time.
Fuck no, they better get 1,000 people working on this damn thing, get it pumped out.
It looks sick.
Yeah, it looks sickly. It's not I mean, I'm sure it will look really cool when it's done. But yeah, I mean, you could see skyline in the one side. There's like lights on a crane and shit like that. Like, it's nowhere near being finished.
Hey man, they'll get it figured out.
They
have to.
Yeah.
They don't have a choice.
And then 2 more things for hockey. Connor Bedard got injured the other day. It was apparently a freak accident when he really got cheap shotted off of a face-off. None of his teammates came to help him, which is
bastards.
And over the weekend over this week there were trade rumors that Quinn Hughes could be coming to the Detroit Red Wings.
Ooh.
That he was speculated to be traded by the Vancouver Canucks. I saw breaking news I think yesterday or the day before, that Quinn Hughes was traded.
No.
He was traded to the Minnesota Wild.
Fuck.
Yeah, so that was kind of disappointing. It would have been really, really cool to get him. I think he's on an expiring contract. I could be wrong. Or I think he's got like one more year left or something like that. So if he doesn't want to resign there, if he hits free agency at the end of this year,
This
Red Wings
Army,
could pick him up.
this Army coach is pissed.
Dude, yeah.
They jumped off sides, it looks like, but
Looked like he sidestepped more than anything.
yeah. And,
No, they were calling false start
yeah.
because, but I mean,
I didn't even see a false start, to be honest with you.
no, yeah. If anything, it looked like it could have been infraction in the neutral zone on Navy.
It's kind of crazy now that they know how to throw the ball, though.
Yeah, both teams are throwing the ball. Navy's got that Blake Horvat kid, and then Army's got another dude. I can't remember his name right now.
Hummus?
Is that the quarterback's name?
Well, it's not hummus, but yes. It's like Helamus.
Oh yeah.
First
Yeah.
punt today.
Yeah, they were taking their time with their possessions, and I think there were a turnover in there.
All right. You want to... So let's bridge to NFL.
Yeah.
TJ Watt is out of the hospital. He's good.
Yeah.
A collapsed lung, a partial collapsed lung from dry needling. Now, I don't even know what the fuck that is, but it's
like,
kind of like acupuncture, I assume.
It's acupuncture, but it's like a different form of it. So it's like, I think dry needling is like, acupuncture is where you puncture the skin and it goes into the muscle to kind of like free up the muscle, like any tension that you might have or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then dry needling is where you would like put the needle, it's the same thing, but it's a dry needle, and then leave the needle in there for a period of time.
I've seen it done. I just never had it done.
No, yeah, I've never had anything like that done either.
So, the Falcons and Buccaneers game was fucking good to watch. I don't know if you watched it or not.
I did not. I watched the highlights today at work, but
I didn't watch it, but hey, what a good game, man.
it was.
Ravens and Bengals
I didn't watch that game.
is on tomorrow.
Oh, well, I was thinking like we would talk about Phillip Rivers.
Oh,
Phillip Rivers was signed by the Colts.
I know. He's a grandpa.
He is. He's 44 years old.
He also got with it. He was having an animated argument with another quarterback on that team. I think it was like Sam
Bradford.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, he's been out of the game for 5 years.
Yeah.
They literally
4 played in 2021.
All right. Either way,
But yeah, I mean,
they literally called him up and was like, "Hey, Phil, are you healthy?" He's probably said enough. They're like, "You looking for a job?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm sick of these grandkids."
No, he was a high school football coach.
Oh yeah, that's
right. He was a high school football coach, and
it's like Teddy B.
He coached with the Colts head coach was his coach in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So he knows his program. He would stay in touch with him and everything like that.
I think it's Steichen or some shit.
Yeah, Steichen. He ran Steichen's offense, a rough copy of it, for his high school team.
Yeah.
So he knows the offense, he knows the cues and everything like that, and he's for the most part, kept around the game.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he's out there maybe throwing with his grandkids and stuff like that. So he's at least keeping in some kind of shape.
They were like, "Hey man, can you hand a ball off? Yeah. Can you throw a couple deep passes?
Can you? Yeah. Not even fucking deep. Can you throw checkdowns? Yeah, I got you. Sweet. Because you see his practice film when he was practicing, he wasn't throwing anything past 20 yards.
He's gonna have to though.
Maybe not. Because if you let Jonathan Taylor run the ball, and if you throw checkdowns, and you throw
they play the Seahawks. It's going to be a mixture of medium routes, but he will need a deep ball.
But will you want him to throw the deep ball against that secondary, though? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think they're going to want him to throw the deep ball.
You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting up for the mic'd up of this fucking game. And they have Phil Rivers on mic'd up. And he's just running down the sideline after he completes a deep pass and just going, oh! And starts fucking yelling.
I'm more interested in what the Seahawks are going to say. It's like, yo, we need to get to this guy. Like, who cares if he's 44 years old? Fucking hit him. Like,
He's currently the oldest player.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oldest player. And another thing that this does is it resets his clock for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. He literally saw Stafford was closing in, taking him over all-time yards, and he was like, fuck that.
Yeah.
We're coming back. So, all right.
I think all-time passing yards is Breeze.
Yeah, I think so. Right now, Phil Rivers is at number 9, and very, very close behind him, within like 400 yards, is
Matt Stafford.
Matt Stafford.
Oh.
Oh, so much for
What
being...
are you doing? That guy was just standing there. Did you see that?
And it's a pick 6.
Yeah.
Damn.
Shit.
So much for having throwing turned on this game.
That's true.
All right, so Ravens versus Bengals. Divisional matchup late in the season. How do you think that's going to go there, bud?
Wait, who was playing? I was paying attention to that.
Ravens, Bengals.
Ravens, Bengals. Have you heard what Joe Burrow said?
He's like, if it's not fun, why would I still play?
Not quite. He was like, why, like, you know, what is it all for if I'm not having fun?
Yeah.
Pretty much. Which, it doesn't, it's not quite like, why am I still playing? Or like, why would I play?
Oh, he's down.
Yeah, he's down. But it's not quite like why would I play, but it's like what is it all for, which is like, you know, what is the meaning? I'm sure he would still want to play, but you can't help but think he would take the same, like a similar path as Andrew Luck. I mean, he has. I saw another post where it was, since 2021 or 2020, which was his first season. He's had the 30th worst pass protection.
Yeah, his offensive line is awful.
Yeah, it's been absolute dog shit. And he's been the most, I think, either the second or the most sacked quarterback since then as well.
Yeah.
He's taken the most quarterback hits and stuff. It's just not a very good look for him. And aside from that 2021 year where he ended up going to the Super Bowl,
yeah,
we haven't seen him take back his true, you know, his form that we saw.
Nowhere close, and it also doesn't help that he is getting injured too.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, not just him, too, his entire team.
Yeah.
I mean, the guys he's throwing to, the guys who are supposed to be pass protecting him, or himself. And he has zero defense.
Yeah. Right now, even the Ravens' offensive line is kind of struggling, too. It's rough out there.
The Ravens, in general, are not. They've kind of had a hard time getting their footing this year.
Yeah. So,
but,
I do know. I did hear
think
that.
The Ravens will win that game, though.
Okay. I also think Trey Hendrickson is going to be very gone.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take
Lions, please.
Huh?
Come to the Lions.
Yes, that'd be great. I'll take the Ravens as well. Raiders and Eagles.
I want the Raiders to win because I like the Raiders, but
I'm sure it would happen, to be honest with you. The Eagles are kind of fucked right now.
The Eagles are kind of fucked, but at the same time, this is a game where you would look in the mirror and be like, listen, guys. Like,
don't lose to the fucking Raiders.
Yeah, as much as I like the Raiders, like I said, you would look at the rest of your team and be like, guys, like, we have to win this game.
Did that assistant coach literally just fucking push the Navy guy? Did you just see that?
I've seen that before.
I
To
know.
get him out of the sideline. I mean, that's like not anything out of the ordinary.
No, this guy right here, the black.
Yeah, I've seen that shit before.
I mean, I've seen it before, but I'm like, come on, dude, really? You and your fucking lanyard.
I mean, as a wise man once said, why are you going to punch someone with a helmet and a face mask on?
No comment. I've done that, so no comment.
That I have not done. I've just laid people out before and had them see Tweety Bird. So I remember one time I was playing, not tackle football, two-hand touch football. And there was this one dude, and I didn't get along with him in middle school. And I was running like across the middle of the field, and he was behind me, and I was going to catch a pass. And before I caught the pass, he two-hand pushed me from behind, and I like sprawled out like hands and knees on the ground, shit like that, fell down, had grass stains all over my clothes for the rest of the day at school.
Yo.
So I think the next day, or maybe it was later in the same day, he was doing the same thing, cutting across the middle from when, like, for almost like a check down play. I put my fucking shoulder in this guy's chest.
Well, yeah.
So, I mean, that's the way you send a message. You play the game and you're like, I'm just better than you.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Yeah.
So, but punching somebody with a helmet on, that's only hurting yourself. Literally.
Yeah, but when you're in a pile...
Yeah.
And it's offense against defense, and you throw punches, you ain't really thinking about the helmet.
You should. Because when you take your hand away from that helmet and it fucking looks all crooked, you're going to be like, ow, why did I do that? Yeah, why did you do that?
Hey, adrenaline spikes are a thing. You don't feel it until after.
You will.
Yeah, until after, but that's a tomorrow issue.
And then a rest of the season issue.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
We got trainers for a reason. We're all right.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, trainer's going to fucking wave a magic wand and fix your hand for the next game.
They kiss you and make it feel better.
Right. Or you just not punch a dude with a helmet on. Take it from hockey players. There have been hockey players who have missed like chunks of the season because they gotten into fights and punched someone square in the helmet.
Dude, you know what's crazy? This is the wildest thing I ever seen with a hand and helmet situation. There was this guy named, his last name was DeWitt. And it was inside run period, you know, all the juices are flowing, and this is like probably within the first couple of weeks of camp and everything. So we're in pads and we're going hard, and there's this tackle. He plays for the University of Washington right now. Mm-hmm. He's actually going to play tonight against Boise. He was our starting, I think, left tackle. Yeah, left tackle. And when I played with him, he didn't always play the cleanest, which what Lyman does. So, yeah. Either way, something happened, and they grabbed each other, and they were jarring at each other, or whatever. I don't know who swung first, but they started throwing punches. Well, DeWitt literally threw a punch. It went through the through the eye part of the face mask. I don't know how, because...
Yeah, you got small-ass hands.
I don't know how, because he had regular-sized hands. He literally got him in the eye, and the motherfucker had a black eye. So, he therefore became the shit for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Anyways, moving on. Cardinals, Texans. I'm taking Texans.
That's a little bit of a toss-up. Yeah, I do think the Texans will win, but I think it's going to be closer than people think. But Bologna versus Inter.
Yeah.
It's Italian soccer.
Chargers, Chiefs. I hope to God the Chargers win.
I hope so as well. If the Chiefs lose that game, that could be it for their playoff hopes.
No, they would have to win this game in order.
That's what I'm saying. Like if they lose this game, that would be it.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I mean,
take them out back like Old Yeller.
I don't want to see the Chiefs win this year. So.
Yeah. Bills, Patriots. I'm taking Patriots.
See, this one is another one that is going to be really good because the Bills have lost 2 in a row. I mean, now you have Josh Allen, who Haley Steinfeld is pregnant. So
Congrats, man.
he's going to have that dad strength.
That is true.
So you never know. He could end up pulling this one out and just saying, I'm him. And wills the Bills to a victory.
It is very possible. That is true.
So I think this one's kind of a toss-up for me. The Patriots have been playing really good. I like the way they're playing recently, but the Bills, they have the upper hand in terms of experience. And like I said, Josh Allen with that new force behind him, I think he could have a really good game.
Yeah, that's true. Jets, Jags. Jags, probably.
I would like to say Jags. This is kind of like another ass bowl. Even though the Jaguars could end up winning their division this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the Jags will win this one. I think the Jets are probably at a loss. They know their season's over, so they're probably not looking forward to winning anything.
Yeah. Commanders, Giants.
See, this one's a good one because you have two teams that are maybe possibly could sneak into a wild card. I personally like the Giants in this one. Jackson Dart is going to be back.
Yeah.
So, him bouncing back, that's always the age-old question. Will he come back and have a really good game? Or will he come back and, it'll take a while for him to get back to form? I don't know. I think that he could have a good game. He doesn't have scat, though. But he does have just the talent that we see.
Dude, the way Scat is fucking recovering, I don't even know if he'll have Scat anymore.
No, he said Scat's recovering really good.
Bro, I just see videos. It's just Scat mentality. The motherfucker is literally just like in a shopping cart and getting rammed into a pillar. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, but I mean, apparently he's recovering really good, though.
Yeah.
Apparently he's on the right track. They said he couldn't come back before the end of the year.
Shit, man.
Yeah. Before the end of the year being like...
Playoffs.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But you're not making the playoffs.
Yeah.
The dislocation and shit like that, like, he got really lucky with the injury that he had. So that's another thing with it. It's like, there's no structural damage. So that's why he's recovering so
I'm
quick.
surprised, dude. The way fucking thing looked.
The way it looked, but, apparently he got really lucky. Like, he didn't tear anything. It didn't break anything. It was just a clean dislocation. Clean. You're using air quotes there. Clean dislocation, so.
Yeah. Browns and Bears. I want the Browns to win so bad.
Yeah, you need fucking Sugar Sanders to ball out. I never thought I'd say the words.
Bro, he's actually not bad.
Sanders. He didn't have a bad game.
He's the only rookie quarterback to throw for 300 yards in a game.
I find that hard to believe. Only rookie quarterback?
Yes, the only rookie quarterback. And guess how many games it took him?
This is like his second.
It was his fourth game. His third game starting.
You might have to fact check that.
Yes, I fact checked it yesterday.
Over Baker Mayfield.
I'm talking about in this class.
Oh, okay. Well, then he's not the
only rookie
this year.
Yeah, this year.
Not the only rookie quarterback.
I'm not talking about all together. I'm talking about.
When you say that, it made it sound like he's the only rookie quarterback.
No, I'm talking about this year in this class.
Then you say this year. You say he's the only rookie quarterback this year to throw for 300 yards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But granted, he didn't really have that much competition, but still.
No, everyone else in the rookie quarterback class this year is not really much to write home about.
Yeah. But Kevin Stefanski, man, fucking hates him for some reason. He has not...
Because he's not his quarterback.
That's true. And it came out that Kevin Stefanski's grandfather was a reporter.
I'm so sorry.
Was a reporter while Deion Sanders played baseball, and they were interviewing Deion Sanders, and he threw an ice bucket on him, and it's like Kevin Stefanski is now taking it out of Shador.
Oh shit! He said, "This is for." He just walks in, just like as he's sitting in the room. just like waiting for the thing to start. He's like on his phone or whatever. Just get doused by like ice water.
Yeah, so apparently
Oh,
that's what's
shit.
been going on.
I mean, I don't know, dude. That's petty. At that
It's
point,
petty, but I think Stefanski is gonna get fired.
Tush push.
I think
Oh my God.
Stefanski is gone after this year. I don't know how he's won Coach of the Year twice.
Because he's almost made a playoff team out of literally like scraps. The
He
only
got
thing-
it over Dan Campbell, which I was fucking
That's horseshit.
horseshit. But either way, the Browns, I feel like, are going to win against the Bears. The Bears are due for a fuck up.
Also, the NFL is so weird how they do their awards. Like, they do an NFC and AFC Rookie of the Year and Offensive and Defensive Player of the Year, but then they do one Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
It's like, why don't you do an AFC and an NFC for both, like baseball does? They do an American and National League.
Yeah.
But, no. And then for the NHL, they do one across the board. You do one, a James Norris Trophy, Vezina Trophy,
Yeah.
Conn Smythe. You don't do, or Conn Smythe.
Well, if you're going to do it that way, just either do one or, like you said, just split it.
Split, yeah, you have you have the Norris, the Vezina, the Jack Adams. That's one.
Yeah.
But for fucking the ML or for the NFL, it's like no. There's some that are gonna be two, some that are only gonna be one. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
make up your mind.
Yeah. Panthers, Saints, don't really fucking care.
Yeah, I think Panthers will win that one though.
Probably. Lions, Rams.
See, this one's tough because I was thinking earlier. I was like, the only way we would be able to win this is if there was a shootout and we outscored them.
Yeah. And it's in LA.
It is in LA. It's an indoor stadium though, so you don't have to worry about the whole outdoor thing with Jared Goff. That should be a late hit. That's helmet to helmet, and he saw that he dropped the ball already.
They've been chippy all game. They've been letting the boys play, let them play.
It always is chippy. I mean, it's chippy, but it's like leave it on the field type of chippy. Like there's no like.
Oh yeah, he
Fights
should have
and shit like
been.
that.
He should have definitely got a penalty for that, but it is
yeah.
what it is. Yeah, it's no longer the Goff versus Stafford situation. It really isn't. At this point, right now for the Lions, it's can we win a big game, and
Yeah.
can you win back to back?
Because they haven't won back to back, but they haven't lost back to back either.
Exactly.
But this is when you need to string. If you're going to survive in the playoffs, you have to string wins together.
Exactly.
That's how the playoffs work. So if you can't win, and as you move through the playoffs, the teams are only going to get harder.
Exactly.
So if you play, pretty much, you played a playoff team in Dallas, you had the extended break, and now you play another definite playoff team in LA. You have to go out there. I'm not going to say a must win, but this is a game where you would definitely want to get the win if your playoff hopes are gonna stay
especially
alive.
because the next
the-
part of the season is all division.
you have the Steelers, and then you have
Oh.
the Vikings and the Bears.
Yeah, which I'm not worried about the Vikings anymore.
No, I'm not worried about the Steelers anymore either. T.J. Watt's out, so
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, you got to string some wins together.
yeah.
You absolutely have to at this point. Colts Seahawks. I really want the Colts to win.
I'm watching this game. I am watching this game. I really
The-
want. Yeah, the
Dude,
Colts
we're
win.
going to be flipping back and forth because they're both at the same time.
Lions and Seahawks and Colts and.
Yeah, flip those teams.
Oh yeah, yeah,
They're both at 4:30.
yeah.
That's when Red Zone becomes great. Even though it's not
Or-
commercial free.
Or if you're like me and you have two TVs.
Sorry, Mr. Big Dick. Fuck.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's gonna be interesting 4:00 hour for football.
Dude, there's literally 3 good games and then 1 shitty game during the 4:30 time frame. We got Packers and Broncos, which I hope the Broncos win.
Yeah, you need the Broncos to win there.
Colts Seahawks, which that's just going to be probably fun to watch. Just
Oh,
to see
yeah.
Phillip Rivers play again. And then Lions and Rams.
Yeah, I would really like to see the Rams or the Well, yeah, I'd like to see the Rams lose.
And then
And then I would like to see the Broncos beat the Packers.
yeah, and then the fourth time slot is fucking Titans and 49ers, which nobody gives a shit about.
That's another ass bowl.
Yeah.
I think the 49ers might win that game, though.
And then Sunday night is Vikings and Cowboys. It doesn't really matter who wins because we beat. Well, I would like the Cowboys, I guess.
I was going to say, you would want the Vikings to win that one.
Why?
Because the Vikings, if we win, then we're already, I think, 2 up on the Vikings. So you would want the Cowboys to, like, get another loss. So it would close the gap on the wild card and how they do it. It would increase the line, or make the line seating better
Okay.
if we make the play. If we win and get ourselves into a playoff spot.
Yeah. And then Monday night is Dolphins and Steelers. It might be good.
Steelers. I think the Steelers could win that one, even though T.J. Watt's going to be out.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, they do very terrible without T.J. Watt. They're like 2-27 or something like that without T.J. Watt.
But you're playing the Dolphins, though.
Still.
Yeah.
Tua turned the ball over, hasn't been turning the ball over as much.
No, but will he be able to be protected, though?
That's true.
Because even though you don't have T.J. Watt, that's a lot of your...
You still have Cam Hayward.
You do still have Cam Hayward, and that the rest of that defensive line is
Yeah.
not terrible.
And maybe DK is going to have a good game, even though he's been kind of silent all year.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is interesting. It could be a bounce-back game for Tua and the Dolphins, though. Especially if it's Mike McDaniel's last year behind the helm.
They say it's not, but it's so hard to be like...
It's so hard. Yeah, I mean, the writing is there. Like,
yeah, dude.
I don't know. It would be definitely something that, like, you would...
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they kicked the shit out of them. 15-0, they could go undefeated this year.
Ferris will go undefeated.
You think they'll win the national championship?
Yes. And, we'll talk... Actually, yeah, let's talk about... No,
Johns Hopkins right there. I think that's another contender.
So when Northwood played Ferris,
Montana.
I called up my buddy afterwards and I was like, "Hey man, what happened?" He goes, and we've all known this for a while. He goes, "Yeah, Ferris is not a D2 team whatsoever.
No.
Ferris is a D1 team."
Yeah, if you watched like any of their highlight package this year or any of the games that they played, they were playing like a D1 team.
Yeah.
And they have like guys who are getting scouted and could be picked.
Yeah, and it has happened. People from Ferris have been drafted before.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they have like, draft prospected players.
Yeah.
That's a face mask.
Yep. But the part that caught me off guard is it wasn't because he was like, I came in knowing that we were probably going to lose and that they were bigger and better than us. Mm-hmm. But he goes, that wasn't the scary part. The scary part is how calm they were.
Yeah. I just want you to hold on one second. The running back for Army, that's how I looked when I played football.
Oh.
I had the
cowboy collar
and the leg sleeves that went to the calf.
Ew.
That's how I looked when I played football.
He goes, the scary part wasn't them. He's like, we came in knowing that they were going to be bigger, stronger, faster, whatever.
Yeah.
A
knee brace.
A David Goliath situation. He goes, The scary part was how calm they were about beating the fuck out of us.
Oh, yeah. Because Ferris also practices against D1 teams. They practice against Western, Central, and Eastern.
Yeah.
So you're practicing against D1 talent. And then you're going and playing D2 teams.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, my.
Oh, shit.
But he was like, the way that they were, beating us, and, they were celebrating as a team, but he just was like, oh, this is just, normal for them. He's like, we weren't expecting that. Mm-hmm. Which I get, so.
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely, that's the one thing about CYO ball. Is if I would play CYO basketball or CYO baseball, you would go out, you would play a team that is in your division. You've heard about them. It's like, okay, you don't really circle them in the schedule, but you know that they're going to be a tougher team.
Yeah.
And then you play them, and they're like, we knew these guys were going to be tough, but these guys are kicking the shit.
Yeah.
Out of us.
So I only had that feeling twice. One, I knew it was gonna. The whole week I had the feeling, and this was only in high school.
Yeah.
I've only had this feeling in high school when we played Belleville my junior year.
Belleville, yeah.
They were fucking amazing. Everybody on that, they actually had Deron Payne on that team. You know who I'm talking? Damon.
Is that Damon Payne's son?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
He went to Alabama, now he's at Michigan type thing.
Wait.
He was on that team. It might be Damon Payne. It might be the other way around.
I was gonna say, yeah, I think it's Teron Payne, or I don't think it's his son. I think it could be his nephew.
Yeah, something like that. But either way, like that was that team. Like they had guys going to Clemson, LSU, everything. That whole week, you're trying to psych yourself up because this was playoffs. So we were in the playoffs. It was like the second round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
And we were like, all right, we're going to get them or whatever. But in the back of your head, it's like every single one of these guys is going Power 5. At that point was Power 5. So
yeah,
we were like, oh, it's in my mind, I was like, it's going to go bad. Then we actually had the game. And if we would have went up 21-0, we would have won that game. We were up 14-0, and we were on our goal line. I forget. I think we fumbled it, and they ran it back for a touchdown. And then after that, we were clapped.
Yikes.
Because it turned into 67-14 at the end of that game.
Yeah.
We did not score after that. The second time I had that feeling was my last game of my senior season of football. We were playing Kaz Tech at Kaz Tech. And for the people that don't know, Kaz Tech is downtown Detroit.
Yeah.
And I didn't have the feeling of, oh, fuck, like I did with Belleville during practice. But we got to the game, and I remember pulling up in the buses. And I always get pregame nerves. I always will have them. And we were pulling up, and we're like, oh, these guys aren't that big. And then we realized they were sitting down.
Yeah.
All of them proceeded to stand up when we got there. Not a single one was below 6'6". We were like...
That's how it is.
That was the team that had Kobe King and Kalen King, both going to Penn State after that game.
Yeah. But, I mean, Cass Tech does play in a 97-yard field. So
I don't fucking care. That field was... It was the shittiest field I've ever played on, but the coolest venue I've ever been at.
Yeah. You do have the city in the background.
That was what was cool. It was a night game, too. So that's why it was sick. The coolest college place I've ever played at was UNI Stadium.
Where?
UNI. University.
North Illinois.
Northern Iowa. The dome. The dome that they got.
Oh.
We used to have our bowl games there. They still have their bowl game there, actually.
There was a couple times where that happened to me. There was one time when I was playing baseball. I think I was playing CYO, Catholic Youth Organization. I can't remember what school it was, but I was playing baseball, and every single one of these kids was like, had like the arm sleeves, the sweatbands, had like the eye black and shit like that. We're like, dude, look at these fucking clowns.
Yeah.
Like, we were in like the very rudimentary, like there were a few kids in our baseball team that wouldn't even use batting gloves. And we weren't bad, like we were pretty good. And, we had that very like classic style about us. These guys kicked the shit out of us.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was close for maybe like half the game, maybe up until like the sixth inning. Well, it wouldn't have been sixth inning back then. We only played 7. So maybe around like the 4th or 5th inning. And then the last innings, it was
lights out.
It was probably like, I don't remember a whole lot, but it was probably like a war of attrition. And then they just got the better of us.
Yeah. That's kind of how the Kaz Tech game was. It was very close. Like it was like 21-14, I think, at halftime.
Yeah.
And then it began to get to the fourth quarter, and it was like 24-14 or some shit like that. It wasn't like a wide margin.
There were a couple other times that there were games like that too for me. There was I can't remember what grade I was in, but I was playing soccer for CYO, and there was a tournament that I don't know why we ended up playing this team, but we were playing in a tournament, and I think like the tournament ended up getting like canceled or something like that. I can't remember what happened with it, but we played in a tournament, and that team was in the soccer tournament, and we didn't end up playing that team for whatever reason, but then every year the team that we are supposed to play has an invitational where it's like them and three other teams that they play, and they invite the teams to play against them. So it's a 4-team bracket, them and then one other team and then other two teams, and they play, and they could get eliminated right away.
Yeah.
So they still play on, not just because they got knocked out. It's it's an invitational, but it's hosted by them and shit like that, and they're automatically one of the teams that are in. So they invited us to play, and we were playing against this school. I think it was St. Valentine. I think they're in Livonia, and we were playing against them. We were maybe in, I want to say, 6th grade. I think the team was mostly made up of like 6th graders, and then we had like a few 5th graders on the team that were good enough to play, or that were like, didn't really fill in with the younger crowd.
Yeah.
So they were playing up with us, and from what I remember, the younger kids are actually pretty good. There were a few guys on that team that I had played with, or that I went to middle school with. So I didn't go to middle school at the school that I played CYO sports for, but there were a few guys that I knew from playing, soccer at recess or soccer at gym and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They were really good, and they ended up being on my Sacred Heart team. And a few guys that I played with on that Sacred Heart team, we still know and see somewhat regularly. I'm not going to name any names. I don't know how I feel about being on the podcast. I'll tell you off camera.
Oh, okay.
But a few of those guys I still know really, really well. So we ended up playing this team, and we're all in 5th, 6th. I think a couple of us were in 7th grade, and the entire team that we were playing against, St. Valentine, were all 7th and 8th graders.
What a play! I'm sorry, but
that was
what a play by 99.
The team we were playing against was all 7th and 8th graders, and it was a co-ed team, but these co-ed girls, every single one of them was in 8th grade, so they were bigger than us because they're 2 years older than we are.
Yeah.
So, and then all the co-ed all the dudes that were playing on the co-ed team were all, either 7th or 8th graders, so they're older than we are. They fucking mopped the floor with us. But we made it like, if you were to watch the game, you'd be like, oh, these guys are getting the shit kicked out of them. But on the scoreboard, it didn't look like that.
Yeah.
If you looked at the scoreboard and watched the game without seeing the scoreboard, it told a different story. I think the final score was 4-2, but on the field, it felt like we lost 8-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a rough game. But like, we held in there. We were getting like pushed down, elbowed. They were shit talking us. The girls were like, they would do slide tackles and shit like that, and be like, you just got slide tackled by a girl, and we would go by and we would shove them down, and we would get a penalty, and it was like,
yeah, because you can't hit a fucking girl, Jonathan.
Well, it's like, dude, you're fucking slide tackling me. This is where the one time where it's fair.
Hey man, this is self-defense.
Yeah, this is co-ed. Like, what the hell? So
bar rules.
But it was a wild game. It was a fucking bare knuckle brawl game.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, like we
just forearm shiver that bitch,
dude. When she's got 4 inches and 100 pounds on me,
damn,
dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, if
you
I was
playing against Nuketown, like what's going on?
But I'm in like 6th grade. I'm playing against an 8th grade girl. Like, I don't,
Yeah.
You got 2 years of experience on me, and back then it was a lot. No, I'm serious. So like, and then not just the chicks too. It wasn't all chicks. There was maybe like 4 or 5 chicks on the team, but the dudes who were like 2 years older than me have like a foot on me.
Well, yeah,
those were the guys who were really laying the hits, like literally laying the hits.
They were like, hey, it's like we used to do it. It was the freshmen versus the 8th graders or whatever for like a scrimmage.
Yeah,
and just beat the shit out of them.
Oh yeah. I mean, we would have the when I was playing basketball too. We would do the JV versus the varsity team.
Yeah.
So we would have like, you know, our varsity bench players would play against the JV starters, and it sometimes wasn't close.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was rough. And then remember one year. This was the only. There was one time that we did this in gym class. Other than that, it was. I don't know. I can't remember how we did it. I think it was just like we sat in a row, and the gym teacher went down and said, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and you memorize your number.
Yeah.
And you went to one side of the gym, the other team was the other side of the gym, and it was boys and girls versus boys and girls in dodgeball.
Oh God.
And then there was one time where we did boys versus girls in dodgeball. Dude,
I wonder why you only did it once.
Right. Just to give you an idea. Dude, this is the only time I've done something in a sport and felt bad.
Oh, I felt bad when I beat somebody 98-21
There was
in football.
There was a chick. She was like a more athletic girl in middle school. I want to say this was like 7th or 8th grade. And she ends up like getting a few guys out and shit like that. Like, you know, she's playing. You see that she's one of the more athletically inclined girls. So I throw a ball and I'm throwing it at her. I'm like, oh shit, she's not even looking. I can hit her. So she dodges it, moves out of the way, like sidesteps the ball. Behind her is a girl kneeling down, tying her shoes.
Was she out to begin with?
No, she was in, but she was like behind, like on the baseline of the basketball court.
Okay.
I just threw it, and it would have hit this girl like maybe right like shoulder level, like in the torso. But because she was sitting behind her and I didn't see her, maybe about 5 yards, it carried right into her face.
Ooh.
And she was tying her shoes, and you just see like,
Oh, what?
oh my god, no, not like from the side, right, like fake,
Oh.
like mugshot, yeah, like just
Right
straight
into
in
the schnoz?
straight in the grill, dude. And she gets fucking blasted by this ball that I threw at her, and she like falls down like on one of her sides. She like it fucks up her shoe that she in the middle of tying her shoe. Now she's got a star all over, and then she just like has this look on her face of like shock, surprise, and like, oh my god.
Was she cry?
It looked like she was gonna. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was the only time that in a sport that I've ever done something where I felt bad. Like, actually been like, I'm sorry. You know? But then immediately, like, stood there and I was like, oh shit.
Tips the hat, goes, my bad.
Well, no, and then I immediately got out.
Oh.
Like, somebody saw that I was like, oh fuck. Took advantage of it and like nailed me in the stomach with a ball. And I was like, fuck. Like, I got her out.
And you know, back then we used the red rubber balls like real men.
Oh, well, no. So we learned our lesson from that. When I was in 6th grade, we used the big red rubber balls. Until somebody got hit in the face and they broke their glasses. And somebody else got hit in the face and it knocked a tooth out.
Oh, yeah.
So after that, they were like, yeah, no more red rubber balls. But we had these, I want to say maybe, I don't know really maybe about that size. That size, and it was foam.
Oh, okay.
And it had like the rubber coating on the
I
outside.
like how you could like zip those things.
Dude, you could put fucking arm side run on those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could throw those things like nobody's business.
Hey.
Aye. But yeah, no, there were a few times like that where we had played superior opponents and you felt it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild.
All right, we're going to pause this for like 0.5 because we're about to get to the big boy news.
Yeah.
It's going to be, you're going to have to strap the fuck it.
A few big stories.
Yeah.
Here.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to clear my bladder
Nice.
because that's going to take a while.
You should have seen what this Army dude. He was number 99. He was rushing the quarterback. He pushed down the guy he was rushing against into the quarterback, and he kind of tripped him up. And then as he was on top of the dude he had pushed down, he like lunged and dove and wrapped the guy's legs up and tackled him. It was fucking nuts.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
We're winning, Dad.
Who's winning?
Army is.
Over Navy?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
16-10. Quarter for 11 minutes to go.
It still is a close game. It's one score
yes.
game.
Yes. Coast Guard, what is he doing in there?
Yeah, 99 literally did a Max Crosby move.
Yeah.
When you can tackle the running back and the quarterback in the same tackle, you know you've done well.
Well, he pushed back the dude who was he pushed back one of the linemen,
Yeah.
and he got to the running back, and the running back was like, "Oh shit," and he just couldn't take it.
All right. Ready to start up again?
Yeah.
All right. So, do you want to go over college first and then big story, or just all mashed together?
You want to do the bracket first?
Yeah, let's do the bracket
We do
first.
bracket first, and then like the bowls and the matchups and everything. Or yeah, bracket first.
Then bowls.
Yeah, the bowls, and then Sharon Moore, and then the coaching, the new head coach.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. That's fine. All right, we're back. So, first we're going to start with the bracket.
The bracket.
I want to pull it up too.
Yeah.
Thank God Indiana won.
Yeah.
13-10 is Ryan Day's like kryptonite,
Yeah, he's
dude.
gonna hear that for the rest of his life, and he's gonna hear helicopters.
Yeah. He's gonna have flashbacks.
Yeah, I mean, that it was a really good game. There were a couple times where I thought like, oh no, this is gonna pull away from them, and they're gonna end up losing this game. But then,
Yeah.
I mean, the same thing happened with Michigan versus Ohio State from not this past year, but last year.
Yeah. So I got the bracket pulled up. First off, let's get this out of the way. How do you feel that Notre Dame got left out?
Good.
Okay.
I mean, you didn't play anyone. The only two teams that you played, you lost to, Texas Tech and USC. Those are the only ranked teams you played. You lost to both of them. You didn't play in a championship game because you refused to join a conference.
Yeah.
And the two teams that did play behind you, they lost their conference championship. At least they play in a conference championship. So if they didn't get in, why would you get in?
Yeah, and then them saying, yeah, we're just not going to do a bowl game.
Cry.
Dude, that sucks for the seniors on that team.
It sucks. Apparently, it was a team decision. Like, the team voted, and they said that they didn't want to play.
I don't
know why the hell you would.
I don't know about that one, dude. That seems very suspect.
I don't know. I mean, it says the team, like, we have reached a team decision, which, I mean, I don't know. It just sucks for the seniors, regardless of whether or not they did vote for it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, you would want to know when your last game in a Notre Dame uniform, because a lot of those guys aren't going to the league.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
that is true.
it sucks.
But the thing that
He's out.
yeah, well, yeah. The thing that is rough for me is, for example, first round on December 20th, Oregon faces James Madison. What the fuck do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, I mean, you could have picked a way better, like, having Tulane and James Madison in the college football playoff. Like, that's one thing that I had talked about, I think, in the last podcast. Why, if it's a 12-team playoff, why don't you have just 1 through 12?
Yeah, because James Madison was not ranked.
No.
And Tulane was ranked number like 24.
They were not ranked. Tulane barely won their conference championship game against North Texas.
Yeah, and the refs really helped them.
They did. Oh, yeah.
So, what do you think is going to happen when, Ole Miss is going to make it to Georgia, but they're going to get smacked by Georgia because they don't have any coaches no more.
No. Yeah.
So, like...
I mean, I didn't think they were winning that game to begin with, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but it just now helps that Georgia is going to go to the Fiesta Bowl.
Yeah.
Now, Miami versus Texas A&M, that's going to be a fun one. I hope Texas A&M wins because I think Texas A&M can beat Ohio State over Miami.
That is true.
Alabama versus Oklahoma, if Kalen DeBoer loses to them, then Kalen DeBoer's getting fired, and we'll get more into that.
See that? Yeah, we will get more into that, but I don't know if that automatically means that he gets fired. It would depend on how he plays in the bowl game. If it's like an overtime loss, or if it's you do win that game, but then you lose in the next round against Indiana, I think then they could maybe keep him around.
Maybe.
But it depends on how his contract. I don't know what his contract looks like.
And then Texas Tech versus. I'm already counting James Madison out. If James Madison beats Oregon, I hope they win the whole fucking thing.
You didn't go the other side of the bracket. You didn't do the other 2 first-round matchups.
I'm talking about Oregon and James Madison.
Yeah, but you didn't do Tulane and Ole Miss versus Miami and Texas A&M.
I just talked about Miami and Texas A&M. I hope
You did Alabama and Oklahoma. What are you talking about?
Texas. I said that I hope they win because they'll beat Ohio State. That's what I said. That's what I think will happen.
Oh. I don't think I was paying attention.
No, you weren't.
Well,
Ole Miss for sure is beating Tulane, and
see, I'm not sure about that because you don't have a head coach. You have guys that are going to be opting out. Tulane, everybody's going to be in on that game.
I guess, but it may be close.
In Miami versus Texas A&M, I think if they win against Miami, I don't think whoever is winning that game is beating Ohio State. I'm just being honest.
I hope it happens. I feel like Texas A&M has the best shot to do it, though.
No, I think the best shot to beat Ohio State lies in the second round, or not in the second round, but in the
Third.
the best of 4.
Yeah, the Fiesta Bowl. So basically, Georgia versus Ohio State.
I would think so. Or if you have a rematch in the national championship, Indiana versus Ohio State, or a Texas Tech versus Ohio State. I think that would be the.
I don't want them to win again. I would hope that fucking Ryan Day gets fucked again.
Yeah, I mean, I would want them to lose. Like, I obviously fucking hate Ohio State, but I don't think straight up, like, looking at it, I don't know if either of those teams have a decent shot at beating Ohio State.
Yeah, I know. Georgia would have the best chance.
Georgia would have the best chance. Tulane versus Ole Miss. Ole Miss, I think, they don't have a head coach, but they do have a really skilled team. But are guys going to be opting out because they don't have a head coach?
I don't think they will because some of those guys are really hoping to get into the league.
That is true, but you have underclassmen and guys. Not everyone on that team is looking to get into the league.
I get it.
You have guys who are going to be hitting the portal. Guys are going to be opting out. Guys are going to be jumping ship. And they're playing Tulane, who everybody on Tulane is going to want to play to.
Yeah, because Tulane is like, fuck yeah, this is our game to play because they haven't played anybody all fucking year.
No, I mean, because just in the division that they're in.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tulane versus Ole Miss is not. It's not to be overlooked. And then, regardless, I don't think either of those teams are beating Georgia.
No.
And then, Alabama, Oklahoma. We had talked about that. I think. Ooh, I mean that's a close one.
It's going to be close. The last game was close, I think.
I would like to take Oklahoma, or I would like to take Bama because they have had some tougher games, so they're maybe a little bit more seasoned.
Yeah.
Than Oklahoma is. You had Georgia twice, and you had Auburn.
Yeah.
And then JMU versus Oregon. That could be the upset of the year.
If it I don't think they're getting past Texas Tech.
No, neither of those teams are getting past them. I don't think. I think even if Oregon wins, I don't think they're beating Texas Tech.
You know, I feel like that's going to be a very interesting game. I really do. But their linebacker that was like a Heisman finalist, he really is like that at Texas Tech.
Yeah. So what are your predictions, like the whole way through?
All right. Well, I'll start from the Oregon game and then go from there. Fair enough? I was going to start with Miami and Texas and then just go up. But fuck it, whatever. Oregon is winning against James Madison.
Okay.
Alabama and Oklahoma. I'm taking Oklahoma.
Okay.
Tulane versus Ole Miss. I'm taking Ole Miss. Miami versus Texas A&M. I'm taking Texas A&M.
All right.
Then, going back up to the top, Oregon plays Texas Tech. I am going to take Oregon.
Okay.
Then Oklahoma versus Indiana. I'm going to take Indiana.
All right.
Ole Miss versus Georgia. Georgia is for sure taking that.
Okay.
Texas A&M versus Ohio State. What I want to happen may not necessarily happen. So, but if I'm going to go off of bias for this one, I'm going to say Texas A&M.
Okay.
Georgia versus Texas A&M. I think Texas A&M takes it. Barely. Last second field goal. Indiana versus Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma will take it. Over Indiana.
You did that one twice.
Shut up. Did I say Oregon versus Texas Tech yet or no? Yes?
Yeah. You went.
I went. Yeah, I got it.
You pretty much redid the second round.
Yep. So, Oregon versus Oklahoma. I'll take Oklahoma.
Okay.
Then Texas A&M versus fucking Georgia. Yeah. I would take
Nope.
no. I
You
said
did that one already. Didn't you?
no. I said yeah. I accidentally did say it. I would take Texas A&M. So it's an Oregon Texas A&M college football national title.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little bit weird, but I think it could happen, and I think it would be entertaining to watch. I really do.
Okay. So, GMU Oregon. I think Oregon's gonna win that one. Bama Oklahoma. I'm taking Bama.
Okay.
Tulane,
That one could go either way.
Tulane Ole Miss. I'm taking Ole Miss. A&M versus Miami. I'm taking A&M. And then we have Oregon versus Texas Tech. I'm taking Texas Tech in that one. Bama versus Indiana. I'm taking Indiana. Ole Miss versus Georgia. I'm taking Georgia. And then A&M versus Ohio State. As much as I want A&M to win, I'm taking Ohio State.
Like I said, I went with my bias.
Yeah.
I didn't go with what I thought.
I-
I think Ohio State will win, but my bias is bigger than that for me.
Yeah, but I mean, they're not playing Michigan though. I that's what I think is going to happen. I think that they're going to win. I don't know what to tell you. So pretty much everyone who made it out of the first round for me is the first round buys.
Yeah.
So you have Indiana versus Texas Tech. I think Indiana is going to take that one. And then Georgia versus Ohio State. I think Georgia's going to win that one. So I think the national championship we're going to have is Georgia versus Indiana. And I think that one is tough for me to pick against Indiana, but I think Georgia might win that one.
I would be fine. Whatever. I don't care. I just don't want Ohio State to win.
Yeah, I don't think Ohio State is winning because, like we were saying, you would have to play. Texas A&M is a tough team for them to play, but I think they will end up escaping from that one. And then you have Ohio State versus Georgia, and
Yeah.
from what I predicted, nobody's beating Georgia.
Yeah.
So.
I didn't say my winner. I think Oregon. Over my Oregon and Texas A&M national championship prediction, I think Oregon would win.
All right.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. It's getting very close, so it's going to be exciting to see. Exciting football coming up.
Oh yeah.
So
It is weird with the whole JMU and Tulane getting in.
it's just they're set up for failure, dude. Let's be honest.
I wanted to propose this as well.
Hey, Dad, Navy's winning.
What's the score now?
17-16. 6 minutes left. Sorry. Go ahead.
Hold on, I'm looking at the. So I want to propose this as well. Instead of JMU and Tulane Tulane and JMU getting in, you have BYU and Texas. Texas 9-3. Actually, no, not even Texas. BYU and Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt would be in JMU spot, and then BYU would be in Tulane spot. So it would be Tulane versus Texas Tech. Or no, sorry, my bad.
Tulane. It would be Ole Miss versus BYU.
Olane, no, it would be Olane. It would be.
Okay, house hogs. I've had enough.
Hmm?
I have to stay in the bedroom. I can't walk around the house. I can't make any noise. I can't have my dinner. I can't go in the living room. I can't go in the kitchen. Okay, you guys. Are you done?
Very close.
Well, you should have been done a little while ago because you done got me. Did you think about other people who live here?